Now we go to KWAT's Todd Anderson.
Welcome to the Watertown Civic Arena. It is a ESD matchup here tonight between the Brandon Valley Lynx and the Watertown Arrows. Good evening to you from the Watertown Arena. This is the Perkins pregame show on KWAT's coverage of Watertown Arrow boys basketball. Coach's comments brought to you by Dano's Marine. Had a chance to talk with Watertown head coach Zach Weavick. Coach, back-to-back, good effort last night. Brandon tonight. Let's talk about the Lynx. They're a good team again.
Yeah, they are. In my opinion, I think that they are probably the most complete team in the state. They just feature so much athleticism, size. Obviously with Talcott, a tremendous shooter from the perimeter. The Hilton kid, the sophomore for him, has just gotten better and better here as the year's gone on. And then they throw 6'7" and 6'8" down low. And, they're very aggressive. They're a very, very good defensive team. So in my opinion, I think they're the most complete team in the state. But, at the same time of things, too, you look at games that they've played and teams have been handling it a little bit better. Huron got him last week. Sioux Falls Roosevelt, took it all the way to the wire with them the other night. And so obviously they're not, in AA right now as a whole. I mean, there's no team that night in, night out is going to just run away with it. They're beatable as well.
You mentioned all of those things about them. The one thing you didn't say was physical, and they're always very physical.
Absolutely. And the most physical team by far, especially defensively, that we've seen. And it goes back to the first time we saw them. We really struggled with it. We really struggled with their physicality and their athleticism, and they got us out of our offense. And they do a really good job of pushing you farther and farther away from the basket and having a hard time to initiate your offense. And going in tonight, obviously, that's going to be a key for us, is seeing how well we can adjust to seeing another high physicality game.
On the other side, defensively, we've gotten a lot better, and we've done a good job of taking the big scorer from teams out of the ballgame.
Yeah, we have. We've executed some things here lately defensively, which has been really nice to see. I think it's one of those things where our defensive mindset, our defensive philosophy, it took a while to kind of get figured out, and we knew it was going to be a work in progress, and it sometimes takes that 30-40 practices until you kind of get settled. And it's nice to see. I think we've kind of came into a defensive identity a little bit with what type of defensive team we are, and one of those things is taking away other teams' best players, and that's obviously tonight they got three guys who are really, really good. Talcott, the Hilton kid, the sophomore, like I said, and then Carter Altoff has been playing really, really well here, especially the last 5-6 games. He's became a third scorer for them, and so we labeled that we got to take away those three the best we can, or not take away because it's going to be impossible, but limit them as best we can and see if we can't have the other guys beat us tonight.
Zach Weavick, head coach of the Watertown Arrows, on the Perkins pregame show. Coach's comments brought to you by Dano's Marine. Watertown coming off a win last night. Brandon did not play last night, so they had the night off tonight before playing here, or last night before playing here tonight. Brent Deckard is the head coach of the Brandon Valley Lynx. I had a chat with him earlier. Coach, it's been a long time since we played the first time down there. You handled the Arrows. How have things been going since then?
Well, I tell you what, we're certainly a high school team. I will definitely say that. But we're a very good high school team when we're engaged and we're ready to go. It seems like in our games that we've played our best is when we've defended, when we've rebounded, and we didn't play well against you the first half. That we came out and had a really good third quarter that kind of meant that was really the difference in the game. But again, Watertown they're a month into it's been a month since we played, so, a lot of things have changed for Watertown as well. So in Watertown's last 4 wins, they're playing harder and harder, and they're getting better defensively. I see them being a lot more aggressive, so it's for us to come up here and just think it's going to be like it was in the middle of January, we're going to be we're going to be mistaken if we think it's going to be the same type of game. So we're going to have to be ready to go tonight.
When you talk about playing defense and rebounding and handling, that's just basic fundamentals that kids have to play well, don't they?
Yeah, you could call it basic fundamentals, but we're at a level where, it's getting late in the season, and officials sometimes have a little bit of a slow whistle late in the season, and sometimes some things go on that you're getting away with a few more things than what you normally were at this time of the year. You weren't getting away with that stuff later in the year. I'm not saying it's illegal, but I'm just saying you got to be a little bit. Boys turn into men when it comes into rebounding this time of the year, and if we can get that figured out, then I like our chances a lot better up here.
Does a physical game benefit you guys then?
Well, normally it does, but I've seen the lineup that Watertown sticks out there, so it's certainly going to be a matchup that'll be difficult, I think, for both sides. I think that we're going to have some struggles matching up with your bigs, and I think you're going to struggle matching up with a couple of our guys, but it's really going to be one of those games, I think, where it comes down to, it's literally, in my mind, is going to come down to who can create a couple extra possessions, who can get some quality offensive possessions on one end and just follow it up by, just being stauncher and getting some stops. And I think whoever does that's going to be the team who's going to come out winning.
Give me some of your names, some of your leaders, guys that are really key for you.
Well, I think one of our keys is, he's an unheralded key, is our point guard, Nate Keegan. He had 14 points the last time we played you guys. He doesn't score a lot of points for us, but he's a very verbal kid. He's a great defender for us. He'll be out tonight, so, that'll be a hole that we're trying to fill. We obviously hope to have him back by the end of the year, and we think he will be, so that'll be a good sign for us. But Carter Altoff and Evan Telcott, those two guys have really carried the load for us on a couple different ends. So from that aspect, that's been really, really good. We've gotten a lot of help out of Jackson Hilton, who's just a young sophomore, but he's a kid that is going to demand some attention. So certainly doesn't play like a sophomore. So if we can get him to play the way he's capable of playing, again, I like our chances.
What do you got left, and what's the standings look like for you in the top 16?
I think we're around 3 right now, but it's one of those deals where I think if we drop this one tonight, we'll probably end up dropping to 4. I think it's that close between 3 and 4. I think that we're also going to end up being. I think there's also going to be a change, depending on what happens next weekend. We play an A school. We finish up the year with an A school. So if we don't win that one against St. Thomas More, then that's another one where we're losing drastic amount of points. So, it's one of those things where I think we might be able to get to 2, but obviously 2 or 3 would be fine. We're not. I don't think we can catch Lincoln at the top, especially with them beating us head to head. But it's also one of those deals where it's going to be harder for us to get to the top with Lincoln bailing out of their game against Pierre, which is a complete joke, by the way, for them not going to play that game. We have Pierre has their middle school in Brandon playing a middle school basketball game, but yet Lincoln won't send their varsity team to Pierre, which I think somebody should be able to do something about, but I don't know if anything can happen. But regardless, that's a huge help for Lincoln, because now they've only got 19 games scheduled, and they don't lose points by playing that game. So again, it's not a good situation. It's too bad that they put Pierre into that predicament, but it is what it is.
Brent Deckard, head coach of the Brandon Valley Lynx, on the Perkins pregame show. Coach's comments brought to you by Dano's Marine. Lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center for all your building needs. Not a good one for the JV. I talked to Maddie about it. Coach, JV game just kind of got whipped.
That's a very nice way to say it, Todd. Yeah, we got beaten every aspect of the game. That's what I told the kids. There's no sugarcoating it. They played harder than we did. They executed better than we did. They screened bodies. They got up and took us out of everything we wanted to do, and that's the way the game's supposed to be played. And, in every aspect, offensive glass, defensive glass, they were a better team than we were tonight.
One game to go to get it better.
Yeah, You hope that the kids understand that there's no guarantees in life, and that the opportunities are limited at times. And sometimes I don't know if they get it till it's all said and done. But nonetheless, we got one more trip out, and to put on the uniform at 4:00, and hopefully the kids respond and keep working hard. And I guess that's all we can ask. And because they've had their moments. We've played good basketball at times this year. Just tonight wasn't one of those nights. And credit to them. They played really well. We beat them down in Brandon, and completely different team. And like I said, they won in every aspect tonight. So credit to them. I'll give them all the credit in the world.
Lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. This is the Perkins pregame show. We'll pause and come back with more in 1 minute.
Are you thinking about building a new home or maybe doing a remodel job? Or possibly there's some shingles you did not get replaced last summer? Please give Dale a call with Heilman Homes, 868-1410. No job too big, no job too small. Construction loan available. Heilman Homes, 868-1410.
At Watertown Dental Care, dentistry isn't just a job, it's our passion. This is Dr. Darren Bach, and for over 15 years, my team of professionals and I have built our practice on trust, patient service, and exceptional dental care. We never forget you have a choice. Every decision we make, from expanded hours to convenient financial options, is done to make your patient experience both convenient and comfortable. We invite you to experience our personalized care and attention firsthand. Call today, 882-0747.
Giving you something to smile about. Watertown Dental Care.
Want to remind you, if the Watertown Arrows control the opening tap, Watertown Dental Care donates $50 to the Arrow Education Foundation. Each and every time the Arrows score a three-point basket, you call 886-8444. Get registered. You could be a lucky winner of a Dutch Boy soft cloth car wash. And for each three-point basket made by the Arrows, Mike Lucan donates $25 to the Arrow Education Foundation. National Anthem coming up for you. Then we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups. This is the Perkins pregame show on KWAT's coverage of Watertown Arrow boys basketball.
Please show the proper respect to the flag by moving your counter hat. Stand in attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military personnel not here always salute the flag.
Watertown High School Band under the direction of Jackie Stacy and our national anthem. Our starting lineups are being brought to you by Glacial Lakes Orthopedics, and let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. Carter Altoff, 6'3" and a senior. Evan Talcott, 6'3" and a senior. Alex Teagan is 6'7" and a senior. Jackson Hilton, 6'2" and a sophomore, and Joe Colbeck, 6 foot and a sophomore. Altoff, Talcott, Teagan, Hilton, and Colbeck starting for Brent Deckert and the Brandon Valley Lynx. For Watertown, Parker Schmidt, 6 foot senior. Solomon Bach, 6'6" and a senior. Blake Holden, 6'3" and a senior. Brandon Flory, 6 feet tall and a senior. And Evan Faulkner, 5'10" and a junior. Schmidt, Bach, Holden, Flory, and Faulkner starting for Zach Weavick and the Watertown Arrows. Starting lineups brought to you by Glacial Lakes Orthopedic. Temperature of the game brought to you by Active Heating Incorporated for all your heating and air conditioning needs and year-round comfort. Right now in Watertown, South Dakota, let's see if I can find it. I had it here it's 10 degrees above zero right now in Watertown, South Dakota. In Brandon, it is 16. Temperature of the game brought to you by Active Heating Incorporated for all your heating and air conditioning needs and year-round comfort. All right, we are just about set for basketball here tonight. Live audio and video stream is back tonight. Took a hiatus as we weren't allowed to stream in Huron last night, but we've got it back for you this evening. Live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net. You can check that out tonight. Brought to you by Sharp Automotive. The Watertown Arrows on a 4-game winning streak. This is a big game for them. If they could win this one tonight and win against Pierre next Thursday, they would maybe, and I would say likely, be able to host a Sweet 16 or Sodak 16 ball game on the 2nd of March. As the Arrows right now are in the 9th position, the top 8 teams host games in the Sodak 16, so a couple of more wins and the Arrows definitely would probably be able to have a home game in that playoff. So we'll see if they can get that done here tonight against a very good Brandon Valley team. Carter Altoff at 6'3" to jump center against Solomon Bach, 6'6" for the Watertown Arrows as we get things underway here tonight. Official in the center circle. Basketball in the air, tap controlled by Watertown. $50 donated to the Arrow Education Foundation from Watertown Dental Care. Man D by Brandon. Left side of the top of the key is Parker Schmidt. Parker holds the ball, puts it on the floor, stops. Gives right side of the key to Evan Faulkner. He's got a pick. He works off that right corner to Parker. Parker, left-hand dribble down the lane. Parker to the glass. His runner's up and in. Nice drive by Parker Schmidt. Arrows lead 2-0. Joe Colbeck, a sophomore, playing point guard for an injured Brandon Valley Lynx here tonight. He goes top of the circle to Teagan. Teagan holds the ball left side of the top of the key. Goes right side of the key to Colbeck. Down low to Evan Talcott. Turnaround bankers up and in. Evan Talcott ties the game at 2-2. Parker Schmidt for Watertown to Solomon Bach. Right side of the key. Hant takes the drive to the basket. Runs into Carter Altoff. Banks it up and in. Good strong move by Carter Altoff. Or by Solomon Bach on Carter Altoff. Colbeck back with it to Altoff, top of the key. Kicks it to Hilton, left wing for 3 off the rim. Long rebound run down by Evan Faulkner. Evan gives it to Solomon, back to Evan, and then to Flory. Left wing, pull up 3 short. Rebound taken down by Brandon. They run out with Hilton. Jackson Hilton dribbles right wing. Slows the play down, nearly had it knocked away by Faulkner. Goes top of the key to Colbeck, to Teagan, left side of the key, back to Colbeck. Colbeck on the left-hand drive, gives to Teagan, right side of the key to Hilton. Right corner it goes to Altoff. Carter Altoff dribbles left wing, goes free throw line, gives it off to Hilton. Shot clock at 9. Hilton on the lane. Hilton draws contact, throws up a wild one, no good. Rebounded by Blake Holden, and then a foul going to be called against Jackson Hilton. His first team number 1. 4-2 Arrow lead, 2 minutes gone, first quarter. Evan Talcott will advance the ball for the Watertown Arrows. Evan across the timeline against man-to-man D. Left wing pass to Parker Schmidt. Parker top of the circle to Blake. Blake holds it, gives to Evan on the right wing beyond 3. Evan takes a dribble top of the key to Flory. Can't get the 3 off. Goes right wing to Faulkner. Faulkner bounces the low block to Solomon. Turnaround 12-footer off the rim. Rebound taken down by Brandon. Colbeck runs out with it. Colbeck heading to the basket. Colbeck lays it in. Good strong move by the left-hander as nobody stopped ball. 4-4 score. Parker Schmidt across the timeline for the Arrows. Parker to Blake. Right side of the top of the key. Right wing to Evan Faulkner. Evan off the pick, goes on the drive, kicks it back to Parker. Right side of the key to Solomon for 3, way too hard. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be basketball to Brandon Valley. Pierre Lear in the game, Adam DeYoung in the game. Out goes Parker Schmidt, out goes Blake Holden. 5:18 to go opening quarter. It's a 4-4 score. Joe Colbeck will advance the basketball. Colbeck across the timeline, works against Brandon Flory. Gives to Hilton, left side of the top of the key off the pick. To Carter Altoff, left side of the key. Carter, left wing to Hilton. Hilton works off a pick, Arrow switch the pick. Hilton on the dribble, gives right wing to Colbeck. Colbeck off a Teagan pick. Teagan looks pick and roll, not there. Gives it a nice cut to Evan Talcott, and he lays it in. Talcott's got 4. It's a 6-4 Brandon lead. Faulkner across the timeline to Pierre deep in the right corner. Pierre Lear holds it, now puts it on the floor. Top of the key to Adam. Left wing to Evan. Evan looks at the basket, goes top of the key to Solomon. Solomon fakes the three, goes on the drive, draws contact, lays it up and in. Good strong move by Solomon Bach. 6-6 our score. Joe Colbeck back with it for Brandon across the timeline. Colbeck, right side of the key, fires left side of the key to Hilton. Jackson on the dribble between the circles, works on Evan, goes to the glass, scoops it up, good, it counts in a foul. Jackson Hilton with the lay-in. Evan Falconer with the foul. Evan gets his first team number 1. Into the game comes Parker Schmidt at the free throw line as Jackson Hilton to try to convert a three-point play. 8-6 Brandon lead, 4:09 to go opening quarter. Jackson Hilton free throw is on the way and off the rim. Pierre Lear controls the rebound, gives it out to Parker Schmidt. Parker down the left side, left baseline to Adam DeYoung. Top of the key to Pierre, right side of the key to Flory, right wing to Parker. Parker on the dribble, stops, looks, skip pass, left wing to Pierre, open for three, lets it go off the back of the iron. Parker Schmidt corrals the rebound. Parker to Adam DeYoung. DeYoung back to Parker in the left corner. Parker looks for Solomon. Not there. Gives to Flory, left side of the key. Adam right side. Right baseline to Pierre. Traveled with the basketball before starting his drive. Turnover number 1 on the Arrows. 8-6 lead for Brandon. 3:38 to go in the opening quarter. Blake Holden in. Also Jacob Tischer in. And Gavin Terhark, a 6'8 junior in the game for Brandon. Colbeck will advance the ball. Colbeck with the left-hand dribble. Cross the timeline, works against Tischer. Colbeck gets a high pick, works off that high pick, gives to Talcott, left wing, quick three by Talcott, rims out. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Carter Altoff. It'll be basketball to the Watertown Arrows. Brandon brings Jackson Labrie in the game. The Arrows bring Evan Talcott back on the floor. Arrows going to rotate a lot of guys as this is the second night. Played last night at Huron. Pierre Lear, left wing to Jacob Tischer. Top of the key to Evan. Evan between the circles now. Gives left wing to Parker. Parker holds the ball. Parker looks inside. Top of the key to Pierre Lear. Right wing to Evan. Evan off a pick by Blake. Goes right corner to Tischer. Dumps it down low to Blake. Blake couldn't hang on to the pass. Out of bounds. Turnover number 2 on the Arrows. Colbeck right back in the game. Carter Altoff goes out. 8-6 Arrow lead. 3 minutes to go in a very quiet gym. We're in the first quarter. Not that there's not a good crowd. There's a good crowd. It's just a quiet crowd. Jackson Labrie across the timeline. Jackson gives to Talcott on the left wing. Defended by Pierre Lear. Talcott on the dribble. Talcott left wing to Hilton. Hilton off the pick. Arrows fight through it this time. Faulkner on the drive. Nice dish by Hilton as he dished it to Gavin Terhark. Terhark lays it in. Jacob Tischer gets called for the foul. His first to the free throw line goes Gavin Terhark. Nice penetration and dish off by Jackson Hilton that time. Free throw is good. And it is 5 straight for Brandon. They lead 11-6. Evan Faulkner to Blake. Left wing to Tischer. Tischer holds the ball. Dumps it down low to Blake. Blake fires it cross court. Pass tip picked up by Evan. Evan right side of the key to Tischer. Goes left wing to Parker Schmidt. Left low block to Blake. He turns. Goes right wing to Pierre. Goes by the defender. Bumped. Layup no good. But Pierre Lear will go to the free throw line and he'll be there for 2. That foul going on Gavin Terhark. 11-6 lead for Brandon. 2:16 to go here in quarter number 1. Pierre Lear free throw is on the way and good. Front of the rim, back of the bank board and in. Flory back on the floor. Jacob Tischer goes out. Solomon Bach set to come in as well. Free throw is good by Pierre, and Solomon comes in to replace him. 2:16 to go opening quarter, 11-8 in favor of Brandon. Talcott tosses it into Labrie. Labrie with the left hand, works it to the midcourt stripe. Labrie fires it right side of the key to Terhark. Terhark holds the ball, goes to Labrie, top of the key. Arrows play man D. Labrie left wing to Colbeck, turns and fires a three, no good. Good rebound by Terhark over Blake Holden. And he puts it up and in. Arrow fans wanted a over the back call. They didn't get that, and then the Arrows dribble the ball out of bounds and turn it right back to Brandon. And now Coach going to talk to the official as he walks by as to why there wasn't an over the back call. Labrie with the basketball way outside right side. Picks up his dribble, now needs some help. Goes on the right wing to Talcott. Talcott works against Parker Schmidt. Talcott step back, three-point jumper, no good. Rebound, Blake controls it with his left hand this time. Down the court with the ball is Parker Schmidt to Blake, top of the key. Lob there intended for Solomon, knocked away. Fourth turnover by the Arrows in the quarter. Evan Talcott across the timeline, right wing. Talcott jumps it down low to Gavin Terhark. He goes on Blake. Kicks it out in the lane. Ball got it to Colbeck. Colbeck dribbles it out in the right wing. Bounces it off to Labrie. He's wide open for a 10-footer and puts it in there. Brandon leads 15-8 with a minute to go in the first quarter. Evan on the drive to the right corner to Solomon right wing. Solomon top of the key to Blake. Left wing it goes to Flory. Flory holds it, gives to Solomon right wing. Solomon stops to Blake on the right low block. Right side of the key to Evan. Evan top of the key to Flory. Flory looks inside. Physical underneath between Hilton and also Solomon Bach. And then they have some words after the play. And the foul is going to go on Jackson Hilton, and that'll be his second personal foul. And he'll come out of the game as Carter Altoff comes in to replace him. Arrows will inbound left of their own basket on the baseline with a fresh 35. Lob into Solomon Bach. He hands it off to Flory. Turns, fires the three, hits it. Flory hits the three, 886-8444. Get your name registered. Colbeck across the timeline. Colbeck left side of the top of the key. Colbeck works against Evan Faulkner. Evan playing good man-to-man defense out front. Colbeck with the left-hand dribble. Colbeck still dribbles. Down to 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Now he drives. Hook pass inside to Terhark. Out to Labrie for a three off the rim. Rebound to Blake. Got it ahead to Solomon. Solomon, it'll count if it goes, and it comes up short. And that's how we end quarter number one. Brandon 15, Arrows 11. Second quarter comes your way in 1 minute.
It's Arrow time, and Lake Stop 20 on Highway 20 Watertown has the best roasted chicken in town. Enjoy it before or after the game. And don't forget their breakfast burritos, made fresh at the crack of dawn. Fuel up with Lake Stop's premium fuel for your boat, classic car, motorcycles, or ATVs. Lake Stop 20, across from the airport and industrial park in Watertown. And go Arrows!
Hi, it's Angie from Gather. Our shop was created to provide a comfortable, welcoming place for friends to meet. Gather is committed to quality, both in the items we serve and in the experience you have, every single time. We're open Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. and Saturdays at 8, so anytime is a great time to feel welcome. At Gather Coffee, Eats, and Gifts on the corner of Kemp Avenue and 2nd Street Southeast, downtown Watertown, where it's fresh, it's homemade, and it comes with a smile.
Brandon 7 of 13 in that first quarter, 1 for 2 from the line, no turnovers. The Arrows 3 of 9, 1-3, 2 for 2 from the line. 4 turnovers on Watertown. Joe Colbeck with the basketball for Brandon. Goes to Orthouse. He drives baseline, stops, steps. Good strong move, and he lays it in. Carter Altoff. Good balance, good move, and then he almost gets a steal on a long pass. Knocked it out of bounds. It'll be basketball to the Arrows on the right sideline, 20 feet above the baseline. Solomon Bach to inbound it there on the right sideline. Gives out front to Evan Faulkner. Evan left wing to Adam DeYoung. DeYoung hands to Evan. Evan looks at Cutters. Now works off a Blake Holden pick. Evan on the drive to the glass. Lays it any-eye over. Rebound taken down by Labrie. Labrie down the left side to Carter Altoff. Altoff, left low block, ball kicked by Solomon Bach. Basketball to Brandon. They'll inbound left of their own basket on the baseline. It'll be Talcott to put it in play. Live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net. Gets it into Carter Altoff. His shot blocked. Loose ball picked up on the play by Adam DeYoung. Gives off to Evan Faulkner. Evan across the timeline. Evan to the top of the key, defended by Labrie. Got to do something. Goes left side of the key to Flory. Left wing it goes to DeYoung. DeYoung, top of the key to Solomon, open for three, off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound, though, controlled by the Arrows. Right baseline, DeYoung for three. That's short. Rebound controlled by Colbeck, but he threw it away. Evan Faulkner, top of the key. That's off, no good. Blake rebounds. That's no good. Scramble for the ball, out of bounds. Last touched by the Watertown Arrows. So Brandon will play it in. They'll play it in full length away from their basket. They toss it in to Labrie. Labrie will advance it across the timeline. Labrie against man-to-man defense. Labrie way outside. Labrie on the dribble. Labrie keeps dribbling. Labrie top of the key to Altoff. Altoff way outside, tried to go in the lane. An illegal pick going to be called on Labrie on the play. For Labrie, that's number one. Turnover number one against Brandon. 17-11 in favor of Brandon. 6:23 to go in the first half of play. Evan Faulkner will walk the ball across the timeline. Evan way outside, right side to Flory on the right wing. Flory top of the key to Solomon Bach. Solomon left side of the top of the key. With it there to right side of the key to Blake. He fakes a 17-footer, gives to Flory. Skip pass to Evan. Three-pointer on the right wing goes. Evan Faulkner hits the three. 8-8-6-8-4-4-4. 17-14 in favor of Brandon. Labrie way outside right side to Colbeck. Left side of the top of the key off an Altoff pick. Gives back to Altoff for a three-point jumper. Doesn't go. Blake rebounds. Gives out to Adam DeYoung. Ahead to Evan Faulkner. Back to Adam, left wing. Drives to the glass and lays it in. Saw the opening, took it. It's a one-point game. 17-16 Brandon. Evan Talcott across the timeline. Talcott, right wing pass to Labrie. Labrie looks at Cutters, holds the ball. Top of the key to Talcott. Talcott looks in the lane. Hooked up on the play was Blake Holden and Gavin Terhark. Blake's going to get called for the foul on the play. The Oscars are tomorrow night. Gavin might have qualified for one on that particular play, but he drew the attention of the official and got the call on Blake Holden. Right side of the baseline, it's Evan Talcott to put it in play. Talcott looks in, lobs it into Hilton on the right wing. Hilton off a high pick. Hilton dribbles top of the circle. Hilton pull-up 17-foot jumper goes. Jackson Hilton's got 4, 19-16 on the drive to the basket off the long pass. Joe Colbeck gets called for a blocking foul. The Arrows will inbound it left of their own basket on the baseline. 19-16 in favor of Brandon. Flory to put it in play, comes into Solomon. Quick 10-footer rattles in for Solomon Bach. He's got 6, 19-18 in favor of Brandon. Joe Colbeck back with it for the Lynx, right side of the key. Colbeck on the dribble to the right wing. Colbeck backs off, picks up his dribble now, goes right baseline to Tejan. Right wing to Evan Talcott. Talcott deep in the left corner. Bounces the top of the key to Colbeck for three off the rim. Rebound taken down by Pierre Lear. Pierre got to give it up to a guard. Does so to Adam DeYoung, left side on the wing. Left baseline to Parker. Parker looks down low for Flory. Goes top of the key to Pierre. Wide open three off the rim. Long rebound to Terhart. Or to Tejan, I should say. Down quickly on the drive. Whoa, a big collision and an offensive foul called on Carter Altoff on the baseline drive. Foul number 1 on Carter. Turnover number 2 against Brandon. Gutsy for Adam DeYoung to stand there because Carter Altoff had a full head of steam on the baseline, and Adam held his position and took the charge. Parker Schmidt across the timeline for the Arrows. 19-18, Brandon by 1. Lob too far for Adam DeYoung. Turnover 5 on the Arrows. Jackson Hilton pushes the ball back for Brandon. Jackson lost the ball. Altoff picks it up, gives way outside to Talcott. Gives to Hilton on the right baseline. Hilton picks up his dribble. Hilton needs help. Hilton gets it off to Tejan. Tejan with the basketball to Labrie. Labrie on the slash. Hands it off to Talcott. Talcott off the pick. Stops free throw line. Off balance jumper. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Pierre Lear. Gives ahead to Parker Schmidt. Parker leaves it back for Pierre to the basket. Draws contact. Ball goes out of bounds on the block shot. Last touched by Evan Talcott. 3:29 to go here in the first half. 19-18 the score. 3:29 to go in the first half. And it's 19-18, and you've heard me say this way a lot over the years, and it's the case here again tonight. Blake's 10-footer rattles in and out. The game's too physical. That's why the score is low. 19-18, it's just too physical. Evan Talcott to Altoff. Left wing to Hilton. Left baseline to Tegan. Top of the key to Labrie. Labrie on the dribble. Stops. He'll put up an off-balance 10-footer. Doesn't get it to go. Blake clears the rebound as bodies fall away from him. Gives off to Evan Talcott. Down the right side to Parker Schmidt. Parker on the right wing. Parker to the free throw line. Nice pick and roll to Blake, and he lays it in. Good pass by Parker Schmidt. Lay in for Blake. 20-19. Arrows on top now with 2:45 to go first half. Carter Altoff, left side of the key, spent his dribble. Gives it out front to Hilton. Hilton defended by DeYoung. Way outside right side to Labrie. Labrie gives to Talcott. He steps to the basket. Layup no good, but he draws the foul on Blake Holden. Evan Talcott will go to the free throw line. He'll be there for 2. 2:29 to go first half. 20-19 in favor of Watertown. Evan Talcott at the free throw line. First one is up and in. Solomon Bach in the game. Flory in the game. DeYoung and Blake go out. Evan Talcott with another free throw try coming here. Sends that one on the way and hits it. He's got 6, and Brandon leads 21-20. Parker Schmidt advances the ball across the timeline, right side of the key to Solomon. Solomon on the dribble, bounces a lazy bounce pass. Labrie was able to take it away, and then scrambling for the ball, Evan Falconer gets called for a foul. Turnover number 6, just not a sharp pass that time. Basketball to Brandon, they lead 21-20. Into the game comes Adam DeYoung as Evan got his second personal. Jackson Hilton will inbound the ball. He bounces it into Labrie. Labrie gives it back to Hilton. Hilton defended by Adam DeYoung. Hilton, midcourt stripe, goes one-on-one with DeYoung. Goes to the basket, scoops it up, rejected out of there by Solomon Bach. Across the timeline comes Parker Schmidt. Gives right baseline to Flory. Flory, one dribble, had it knocked away, got it back. Now he's got a defender all over him. Tries to clear himself. Got it off to Pierre Lear. Top of the key, Solomon Bach with the basketball. Solomon on the dribble, hands to DeYoung. He drives to the free throw line, gets banged into and fouled by Carter Altoff. Altoff was going to go for a steal. He didn't get it. He committed the foul, and Adam DeYoung will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Altoff has to go out of the game, and to replace him is Joe Kolbeck. 21-20 in favor of Brandon. 1:43 to go first half. Free throw by Adam is up and no good. Rebound taken down by Evan Talcott. Outlet to Labrie. Labrie races down court to the right wing. Now slows it down, bounces it down low to Tejan. He'll put it up and a little too hard. Good defense that time by Solomon Bach. Rebounded by Flory. Flory across the 10-second line met by Jackson Hilton. Almost went over and back. Flory got to do something. Everybody kind of standing. Got it to Solomon, right side of the top of the key. Solomon hands it off to Parker. Parker on the dribble. Parker nearly lost it. Gives left side of the key to Pierre. Left wing to Adam DeYoung. Adam on the dribble with the right wing. Right side it goes to Parker Schmidt. Parker to the basket. He'll put one up off balance. No good. Rebound taken down by Brandon. They break out with Talcott. Long lead pass to Labrie. Labrie, top of the key, Kolbeck. As the arrows didn't match up, Kolbeck can't get the shot to go. Parker Schmidt rebounds. Under a minute to go first half, 21-20. Parker, left wing to Adam DeYoung. Down low to Solomon. Drop step to the basket. His layup is no good. Traveling called against Solomon Bach. Turnover number 7 against the Watertown Arrows. 39 seconds to go here in the first half of play. 21-20 in favor of the Brandon Valley Lynx. Labrie across the timeline advances the ball near the timeline. The lights are flickering above me here tonight. Labrie with the basketball out front as Brandon bounces it off to Evan Talcott. He gets a high pick. Nope, he hands it off into the hands of Terhark. Terhark at 6'8", playing point guard. Got it off to Colbeck. Down to 10, left wing Labrie. Fakes the 3. Labrie down low. Oops, there's a push in the back by Solomon Bach on Gavin Terhark, and Brandon will inbound it left of their own basket on the baseline. The official and the Arrow coach having a conversation. The official vehemently shaking his head, not happy about something. There's a hold on Pierre Lear before the ball is inbound, so now it'll be free throws for Jackson Hilton. And that's the frustration that both coaches have tonight, as it was so rough and so physical, and now it's a little ticky-tacky. Got to be consistent for the players and for the coaches to be happy. They don't mind it physical. I guarantee you they don't mind it physical. But don't go from football to tic-tac. Jackson Hilton free throw, second one is on the way, and that is good. Jackson Hilton comes out with 2 fouls. He's got 6 points in the first half. 23-20 in favor of Brandon. 11 seconds to go in the first half of play. Solomon Bach tosses it in to Evan Faulkner. Evan across the timeline. Evan on the dribble. Evan on the drive. Kicks it out to Flory. Flory tries to clear himself. Turnaround 3 goes at the buzzer. Brandon Flory used his shoulder to clear himself. Spun around, launched the 3, and nailed it at the buzzer. And we are tied at halftime. Brandon 23, Watertown 23. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. Where do you get free popcorn and ice with the purchase? Dutch Boy Soft Cloth Car Wash and Gas Station in Watertown. Fill up your vehicle with diesel or gas and receive $1 off at Dutch Boy Soft Cloth Car Wash. And car wash certificates never expire. For diesel, gas, and a great car wash, get to Dutch Boy on East 212 in Watertown.
Clean up your act. Do it today. Do it the Dutch Boy Car Wash way.
Hi, this is Mandy from Kunkel Snyder Optometric. I'm excited to announce that on Monday, February 18th, we're bringing back our 50% off frame sale. That's right, take half off all of our in-stock frames, and we're even expanding our inventory for this special event. We'll have over 1,000 frames for you to choose from. Call us at 882-4175 for an appointment, but hurry because spots are filling up fast. If you already have a valid prescription, just stop in between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. Kunkel Snyder Optometrics half-off frame sale, Monday, February 18th. We're located on Highway 81 North in Watertown.
Brian's Glass is a proud supporter of high school athletics and wishes all of the Watertown Arrows athletes good luck during the year. Brian's Glass can assist you with commercial and residential glass needs and is also able to assist you with your windshield needs. For all of your glass needs, contact Brian's Glass at 886-5328. That's Brian's Glass, 886-5328. And go Arrows!
Hi, this is Dr. Rob Van Laken from Van Laken Orthodontics. Did you know a smile is more than just straight teeth? In fact, straightening teeth is only the very beginning in engineering a beautiful, confident smile that is individually yours. We know you want to make the absolute best choice for your family and achieve fantastic results that last a lifetime. So we provide free consultations at no charge and require no referral, providing you with all the information you need to make an informed decision. Another way Van Laken Orthodontics helps you to live life smiling.
This is the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show, creating beautiful, confident smiles for your entire family. Blake Heiser joining me. I watched a little bit of the A game at the 9th grade level, and when I was watching, the Arrows had it in control. Did it stay that way?
I thought we were in control for most of the game. Brandon Valley had a pretty good comeback and made a good run to make it a close game, though.
But the A game was a win by the Arrows?
Yes, I think we ended up winning by a 10.
Anybody play well that you want to mention?
I'm going to give a shout out to Mac Johnson because all season I've been on him to actually post up. And today he started out, he said, I'm posting up all day on him. And he had a very good game on for us.
So a good win at the 9th grade A game, and then I didn't get to see much of the B game, but we were behind at the time I did. How'd that end up?
Yeah, B game, I thought we played a very good first half. We were winning the first half. And then the second half, the other team just wanted it more than we did, and we ended up losing by 10 in that game.
Any individuals at the B level that you want to play well?
Nah, pretty well-rounded game.
It's amazing. One game to go.
Yeah, one more.
All right, thanks,
Thank you.
Blake Heiser joining us on the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show. Our lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. Let's check some statistics from that first half of play. For Brandon, they were 7 of 13 in the first quarter, just 2 of 10 in the second. 9 of 23 at halftime for Brandon Valley. No three-point baskets. They were 5 of 6 from the line and turned it over twice. The Arrows 3 of 9 first quarter, 5 of 14 in the second quarter, 8 of 23 for Watertown in the first half. Arrows had 3 three-point baskets made. Arrows got to the free throw line 3 times and made 2 of those. Arrows turned it over 7 times in the first half of play. Evan Talcott had 6 for Brandon. Jackson Hilton with 6. 2 for Altoff. 2 for Colbeck. 2 for Labrie. Gavin Terhart, 6'8 junior off the bench with 5 for Brandon Valley. For the Arrows, they were led by Solomon Bach with 6. Brandon Flory had 6. 3 points for Evan Falconer. 2 points for Schmidt. 2 points for Holden. 2 points for DeYoung and 2 points for Pierre Lear. Halftime score 23-23 between the Arrows and the Lynx. This is the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show. We'll take a timeout. We'll continue with more in 2 minutes.
All it takes is one.
One smile. One text.
One question. Conversation.
Invitation. Discussion.
All it takes is 1 minute.
One moment.
One comment.
One compliment.
All it takes is one pledge. To be the one.
To be the one.
The one to show you care.
The one to reach out. The one to ask.
It doesn't seem like enough.
But when someone is considering suicide,
one could be all it takes to change their mind.
Visit BeTheOneSD.com for signs of crisis or depression. Then be the one to show you care.
A message from Glacial Lake Safe. Suicide awareness for everyone.
At Qdoba, we think you should be free to explore the boundaries of flavor. Rule your burrito with a guacamole fist if you like. Throw down any of our tantalizing quesos. If you want tortilla soup on everything, go for it. We're not going to stop you. Because at Qdoba, every order comes with a heaping side of flavor freedom.
Qdoba in Watertown, just north of Walmart.
Ramkota Hotel is the perfect hotel to stay at while visiting for conventions and events and is the only full-service hotel property in Watertown. Minerva is also provided for your convenience at the Ramkota. While staying at the hotel, guests can enjoy an indoor heated pool, hot tub, exercise facility, cocktail lounge, business center, and full-service meeting and banquet facilities, accommodating up to 1,600. Call today to find out more. The Ramkota, 886-8011.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them partners, the financial professionals that can help you tap into strengths you might not know you even have and guide you to where you want to be financially and personally, because no one wins alone. Start building financial security with Northwestern Mutual. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Contact Bill Keller, Taylor, or Tyson Zemlicka in the Watertown office of Northwestern Mutual.
Welcome back to the halftime show brought to you by Van Laken Orthodontics. This lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. Pat McClemens joining me. Your game seemed like your guys were looking up all night until the end.
Really were. It was kind of a rock fight there to start the second half. Thought there was 2 lids on the basket there. Nobody could make a basket. And I thought we had good looks. And maybe playing the night before, everything seemed a little short. we changed a couple things, kind of went to our three-quarter court press back to 1-3-1. We got to get some steals and able to convert, some easier baskets. We got nothing in transition tonight, Todd, unlike last night, and we're pretty good in transition. I mean, that's where we kind of make our hay. So it was, it was a really good win for us because, like you said, it was just kind of a grind, and we had to guard even when things weren't going well. We still defended pretty well.
Defended well and finished the game really well.
Yeah, we made free throws down the stretch, which for us, or the basketball program in general, was a good thing. No, it was just a good, solid win. I mean, Brandon's got obviously a real nice team, and just real happy to get out of there with a win.
One to go.
Yep, one left. Thursday, yeah, it's going fast.
All right,
thanks, Todd.
Pat McClellan, sophomore coach, joining me as they won by a score of 47-41 at the sophomore level. One more timeout. Second half comes your way in a minute and a half.
Ooh, yeah. Get the taco combo at a Taco John's. Get full for $6. 3 crispy tacos, small potato oles, and a 20-ounce drink. Baby, that's what I said. I said a taco combo at a Taco John's. Get full for $6, yeah.
This is Chad with Crawford Osasino Chapel. For the next 30 seconds, I want you to really think about your loved ones, your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your spouse, or your daughter who you dropped off at daycare this morning. What happens to them if you are suddenly taken from them? A car accident, a terminal illness. Life is unpredictable. Help ease the burden on your loved ones and call us today to begin pre-arranging your own service. Crawford Osasino Chapel, where service and caring is our profession.
When it comes to tires, don't settle for less. The tires on your vehicle were specifically designed for that vehicle. And while you can buy tires from many places, Sharps in Watertown takes the time to check, research, and verify that the tires Sharps recommend belong on your vehicle. Your stopping power, turning, and traction on slippery roads all come down to your tires. Who are you going to trust to put tires on your next vehicle? Choose Sharps, the tire dealer you can count on in Watertown.
23-23 is our halftime score. You've been listening to the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show, creating beautiful, confident smiles for your entire family. And we are set to go with the second half of action here between the Brandon Valley Lynx and the Watertown Arrows. Brandon Valley at 12-4 on the season. The Arrows evened their record at an even 500 to the win at Huron last night at 8-8. Solomon Bach will toss in to start the second half and does so to Brandon Flory, defended by Hilton. Flory picks up his dribble in no man's land, jumps it to Solomon, hands it off to Evan Faulkner. Evan top of the key to Flory off the pick, turns, fires, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. Colbeck able to corral the rebound. He'll push it down court for Brandon. Drifts off left side of the top of the key. Now drifts off right side of the top of the key. Now looks for Talcott. Picks up his dribble way outside. Gives to Hilton. Wide open three for Hilton, and he nails it. Jackson to Hilton hits the three. 26-23 Brandon. Parker Schmidt back for the Arrows. Evan Faulkner down low to Blake Heiser. Blake ended up having his shot blocked, and then he threw it out of bounds. So it'll be a blocked shot and a turnover against the Watertown Arrows. 26-23 in favor of Brandon. Colbeck across the timeline with a left-hand dribble to Tejan, right side on the wing. They leave him alone out there, 19 feet from the basket. Good decision. That's what I was asking for last night at Huron. On the drive, Colbeck gets to the baseline. His little jumper's off the glass, no good. Rebound goes off Evan Faulkner, though, and out of bounds. So it'll be basketball to Brandon. They'll inbound right of their own basket on the baseline. Talcott to put it in play. Talcott looks in, comes into Althoff, knocked right back out of bounds, and he'll do it again. Right baseline, Evan Talcott to put it in play. Talcott looks in, now lobs it to Evan Faulkner, and Altoff goes out of bounds, last touched by Altoff, so it'll be turnover number 3 against Brandon, and the Arrows will play it in. 26-23 in favor of Brandon Valley. Parker Schmidt, midcourt circle, front court to Evan Faulkner. Left side of the key to Solomon. Hands it off to Parker. Parker on the dribble to Flory, off the pick. Turns, fires, and hits. Three-pointer for Flory. 26 all our score. 6.5 to go third quarter. Colbeck across the timeline. Colbeck picks up his dribble, gives to Tejan, top of the key. Looks for Talcott on the slash, gives instead to Hilton, left wing. Hilton off a pick, goes right wing to Colbeck on the drive, stops in the lane. Top of the key to Hilton. Hilton drifts off a pick, deep three by Hilton, no good. Long rebound grab by Flory, and he was able to pull it free. Gives it ahead to Parker. Parker bounces down low to Solomon. Solomon drop step against Altoff. And a whistle and a foul going to be called on Carter Altoff, and that'll be his third. That's pretty ticky-tacky, and Brent Deckert not very happy about it. Into the game, Labrie. Altoff will have to go out with 3 personal fouls. 2 minutes to go in the gone in the third quarter. We're tied at 26. Lob to Solomon. Solomon grabs it, hands it off to Parker Schmidt, top of the key. Parker drifts off on the right wing. Top of the key to Evan. Left wing to Blake Holden. Blake left alone. Skip pass to Parker. He slashes through a double team. Dumps it off to Blake. Blake, little 8-foot jumpers in there. Blake's got 4, 28-26 Arrows on top. 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. Joe Colbeck, right side of the top of the key to Hilton, way outside left side. To Tejan, left low block. Curls in the lane, and Blake's going to get called for a hold inside, or is Parker on the cut? Oh, it's going to go on Parker Schmidt on the cut. Parker gets his first, team number 1 into the game. Adam, out goes Parker. 28-26 Arrow lead. 5:28 to go here in quarter number 3. Colbeck inbounds to Labrie. Labrie, midcourt circle, front court, dribbles with the right hand. Gives on the right wing to Colbeck. Whistle. Foul inside, going to go on Blake Holden on the play. For Blake, that'll be his third personal foul. Into the game comes Pierre Lear. Out of the game goes Blake. So it'll be a throw-in for Evan Talcott, right of his own basket. He tosses it into Labrie. Free throw line to Colbeck. Labrie in the left corner for 3 is way short. Rebound comes down to Tegan, though, and he'll give it out front to Colbeck. Colbeck goes off a pick, baseline, backs off in the corner. Skip pass nicely to Tegan for the lay-in. Tegan ties the game at 28 apiece. 3 minutes gone here in quarter number 3. Solomon works on Colbeck. Solomon stops, goes free throw line to Pierre. Left side of the key to Adam, right side of the key to Solomon. Solomon to Pierre on the right wing, dribbles, sets, shoots the 3, and hits it. Pierre Lear nails the 3, 31-28 Arrows on top. Labrie across the timeline, between the circles. Labrie drifts off way outside left side, off a Tejan pick. Goes left baseline to Hilton in the left corner. Hilton on the dribble against Evan Faulkner. Whistle and a hold going to go on Pierre Lear on the play. For Pierre, that'll be his second, team number 3 against Watertown. Into the game comes Gavin Terhark. Into the game comes Parker Schmidt. Brandon will inbound on the right sideline, 20 feet above the baseline. Colbeck tosses it into Labrie. Labrie dribbles the ball. Way outside right side to Colbeck in the right wing. Down low to Gavin Terhark. He gets double-teamed. Whistle. And a foul going to go on Solomon Bach on the play. And for Solomon, that'll be his second. The team foul number 4 already on the second half on Watertown. 4:12 to go, third quarter, 31-28 Arrows. Talcott trying to get it in bounds. That was close to a 5, and then he threw it away. Adam DeYoung with the loose ball gives to Evan Faulkner in the left wing. Top of the key, Solomon for 3, and he nails it. Solomon Bach hits the 3, and the Arrows lead 34-28. Joe Colbeck will advance the ball across the timeline. Colbeck dribbles top of the circle. Colbeck left the ball behind him, goes right wing to Hilton. Jackson Hilton, whistle and another hold going to be called against the Watertown Arrows. So that has become the fashionable call here in the second half, as Pierre got called for 2 holds, Parker got called for a hold, and Blake got called for a hold. Talcott to put it in play. Talcott looks in, lobs it out front. Evan Faulkner takes it away, got it to Pierre Lear, who traveled and got away with that, and then Pierre had it knocked out of bounds. 5 turnovers on Brandon, and I think 3 or 4 of those have come on inbound passes. They're having trouble getting the ball in bounce on the baseline. Parker Schmidt to inbound the ball, does so to Pierre Lear. Pierre, right side of the key, hands it off to Parker on the right wing. Parker on the dribble, looks back door to Flory, not there. Looks back door to Solomon, not there. Lobs for Solomon, right low block. He scoops it to Pierre Lear, but way too hard through his hands and out of bounds. Turnover number 9 against the Arrows. 34-28 in favor of Watertown. 3:26 to go, third quarter of play. Colbeck with a left-hand dribble across the timeline. Adam DeYoung reaches in. Colbeck gives top of the key to Evan Talcott. Talcott holds the ball, gives to Colbeck on the left wing. Colbeck, baseline drive, puts up the off-balance jumper, and it rims in for him. Joe Colbeck with his second hoop. Pierre Lear gets the lead pass, goes to the basket, and he'll be bumped and fouled on the play by Gavin Terhart. Terhart gets his second personal, second team foul on Brandon. It'll be a throw-in for the Arrows, left of their own basket on the baseline. Flory tosses it in to Solomon Bach out front. Hands it, nope, doesn't hand it to Flory, then got it to Flory, left wing to Parker. Parker Schmidt holds it. Parker on the cut to Adam DeYoung. He'll put one up over the big guy and bank it in. Nicely done by Adam. 36-30, Arrows on top, 2:44 to go, third quarter. Labrie, left side of the top of the key. Labrie going to hand it off to Talcott. Talcott on the dribble. Talcott to the free throw line. Hands it off to Colbeck. Colbeck in the lane to Terhart. Draws the foul on Solomon. Nope, a whistle. Traveling going to be called on the play. Now the Brandon fans not very happy down there. Turnover number 6. And instead of a 3-point play for Brandon, it's a turnover for the Lynx, and the Arrows get the ball back. And Brent Deckard not happy on the sideline. Evan Faulkner gives right wing to Pierre Lear. Pierre, top of the key to Parker Schmidt. Solomon in the lane a long time. Gets out of it now. Gets the low pass down low. Little turnaround jump hook too hard for Solomon Bach. Gavin Terhart with the rebound. Gets it to Labrie down the right side. Labrie, top of the key to Colbeck. Colbeck on the drive. His little jumper around Flory goes up and in. Colbeck's got 6 now, 36-32 in favor of Watertown. Parker Schmidt on the drive. Stops, bounces to Solomon to the glass. Changed his trajectory to the basket, laid it in, and drew the foul, and he'll get a chance at a conventional 3-point play. That foul goes on Gavin Terhart, his third, and Alex Tejan back in the game to replace him. Solomon Bach off the nice pass by Parker Schmidt was able to change his body in air, draw the contact, put it in, and convert it. He's got a dozen. 39-32 Arrows, a minute 44 to go, third quarter. Joe Colbeck dribbles it down the lane, heads to the glass. Another little runner by Colbeck. This time doesn't go in. Good block out by Solomon Bach on Tejan, and the Arrows come up with the ball. Evan Faulkner way outside left side on the dribble. Evan all the way to the right wing. Evan jumps it to Pierre Lear, left baseline to Parker. Parker looks inside for Solomon. Pierre, top of the key, 3, and he hits it. Pierre Lear nails his second 3, and the Arrows lead 42-32. Across the timeline, Labrie with a basketball. Labrie to Talcott, right side of the key. He gives right wing to Colbeck, cuts to the basket, ball out of bounds. Last touched by Evan Talcott. Turnover number 7 on Brandon. Into the game for the Arrows, Sully Mack. Into the game for Brandon comes Cole Siegfried. Arrows will play it in, leading 42-39 or 42-32 with 59 seconds to go in the third quarter. Evan Faulkner, right baseline to Solomon. 10-footer is good. Solomon Bach's got 8 in this quarter, 14 in the game. Colbeck back with it for Brandon. Right wing goes free throw line to Siegfried. Siegfried whistle, traveled with the basketball. Turnover number 8 on Brandon Valley, 6 in this quarter. 44-32 Arrow lead. Solomon tosses it into Evan Faulkner. 4-second differential shot clock and game clock. Parker Schmidt way outside left side. Parker holds the ball, puts it on the floor to Solomon way outside right side. Solomon gives to Parker way outside left side. Way out front to Evan Faulkner near the midcourt circle. He dribbles over on the left side. Stepped out of bounds. Turnover on the Arrows, number 10. That's just court awareness. Colbeck will inbound the ball 3/4 of the length away, and Brandon has a chance for the last shot. Gives it to Jackson Hilton. Jackson on the dribble. Jackson nearly lost the ball, got it back, hands it off to Colbeck. Colbeck against Flory as they spread the floor. He's going one-on-one, goes to the glass. Left wing, Carter Altoff had it taken away by Solomon Bach, and that'll be turnover number 9 on Brandon. And we end the quarter with the Arrows 44, Brandon 32. Fourth quarter in 1 minute.
You'll always find the latest trends in floor covering at Hometown Building Center, from natural tile and stone to timeless hardwoods and luxurious carpets. The floor covering professionals at Hometown are ready to help. Stop in and let us help you select the floor covering that best suits your needs and your lifestyle. We will also schedule the installation by one of our qualified installers. Hometown Building Center, South Highway 20 in Watertown.
Clausen & Sons Construction will have the same great service that you've come to expect. Ken, Chad, and Jeremy can help you with your residential, farm, and business construction. There's no job too big or too small. Whether it's clearing, grading, site preparation, gravel hauling, road rebuilding, or lagoons, they can get the job done. They sell gravel, crushed concrete, recycled asphalt, and landscape rock. Clausen & Sons Construction have appreciated your business and look forward to working with you. Call 882-3735 today. That's Clausen & Sons Construction in Watertown.
In that quarter, Brandon 4 of 8, no free throws, 7 turnovers. The Arrows 8 of 11, 4 threes, 1 free throw made in 1 attempt, and 3 turnovers. Brandon ball as we start the fourth quarter. Colbeck to Tejan, right side of the top of the key. Tejan, top of the key to Colbeck. Colbeck gives to Altoff, all alone down low. He'll put it up good. It counts in a foul. Solomon Bach got run over as Altoff went down the lane. Solomon fell down. By the time he got up, Altoff was wide open, and then Solomon committed the foul, his third. So Solomon Bach with 3 fouls now as well. 44-35 in favor of Watertown. Parker Schmidt nearly threw it away. Goes out of bounds, last touched by Carter Altoff. Brandon came out double-teaming the basketball. Arrow guards got to recognize that now, that they're going to jump trap the ball on the wings. Evan Faulkner dribbles the ball off a Solomon Bach pick. Evan on the dribble right wing, needs some help. Gives it left side of the key to Parker. Left baseline Solomon, three-pointer, good. Solomon Bach now has 17 in the game, and the Arrows lead 47-35. Carter Altoff across the timeline. Solomon's got to be smart with 3 fouls. Hilton off a pick, nearly lost it. Controls the ball. Out front, Colbeck fakes the 3. Altoff on the left baseline. Drives inside, stops, needs help. Gets it out front to Colbeck. Colbeck off an Altoff pick. Top of the key to Altoff. He'll put up a 3-point jumper. Doesn't go. Scramble for the rebound, and Blake pulls it out of there. And then a foul going to be called against Brandon on the play. That'll go on Evan Talcott. That's his first. That is the fourth team foul on Brandon. Arrow's got to do something to get the ball in bounds. Parker Schmidt going to get it inside to Flory. Flory gives it up to Parker. Parker jumps it ahead to Evan Talcott as the Arrows beat the pressure. Now got to stay out of the double team. Evan dribbled into the double team, got it out to Parker. He has a clear lane to the basket, missed the shot. Blake rebounded, though, and put up the offensive rebound and scored it. 49-35 Arrows, a minute and a half gone in the fourth quarter. Colbeck off a Hilton pick, top of the key. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Talcott on the right wing. Talcott baseline. Goes right wing to Tejan. Tejan holds it. Looks for Hilton on the cut. Picks up his dribble. Needs help. Got it down low to Althoff. Solomon got to be careful. Can't commit a foul. Althoff, nice dish to Tejan for the lay-in. As he felt the double team there. Got it off to Alex, who laid it in. Timeout on the court, Brandon. 2 minutes gone, fourth quarter. 49-37 Arrows. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Avanti Federal Credit Union's a proud supporter of the Watertown Arrows, and what sets the Arrows apart is the commitment, loyalty, and hard work displayed throughout the sports season. Just like Avanti Federal Credit Union, serving you with the same level of commitment for 65 years, striving to offer you the best, whether it's your next loan at a competitive rate or a savings account, earning the best interest available. Avanti Federal Credit Union, 1620 4th Street Northeast, North Highway 81, 882-2357. Committed to you, and they'll work hard for you. First time out taken by either team. Brandon does there. 49-37 Arrows, 6 minutes to go. Solomon Bach to inbound the ball, does so to Evan Faulkner. Now the Arrows got to again recognize that Brandon wants to double team the ball. Evan across the timeline. Good job. Stayed out of the double team. Got it to Parker out front. Man-to-man D by Brandon. Blake holding in the right corner to Flory. Flory had a pick and roll, didn't see Blake. Cross-court lob saved by Parker Schmidt. Parker on the dribble. Parker looks pick and roll, covered up. Blake got the ball anyhow, missed the shot, and then he gets called on the rebound. A foul on Blake on the rebound. And that'll be his fourth personal foul. It'll be 1-and-1 free throws for the Brandon Valley Lynx. At the free throw line will go Joe Colbeck for a 1-and-1. Pierre Lear comes in. Adam DeYoung comes in. Blake goes out with 4. Parker goes out as well. Joe Colbeck at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. The official wants to wipe the basketball down. 5:34 to go in the game, 49-37 in favor of the Arrows. Live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net, brought to you by Sharp Automotive. Colbeck at the line for a 1-and-1. First one is up and no good. Rebound run down by Althoff as he scrambled with Solomon Bach. Althoff slid out of bounds. The ball went off him. He hit the bleachers. Adam DeYoung, good sportsmanship, helping him up. Almost thrown away by Pierre Lear, controlled by Evan Faulkner. Evan across the timeline, picks up his dribble. Jumps it off into the hands of Flory, but the Arrows got a timeout before the pass. 49-37 Arrows, timeout. Back in 30 seconds.
This is Dustin. Active Heating. Participation in extracurricular activities helps develop the skills necessary for tomorrow's leaders. Active Heating is always striving to be the best, just like the Arrows. Knowledge, trust, communication, and a relentless pursuit of a common goal are what make the Watertown Arrows and our team at Active Heating so great. Thanks, Arrows, for your hard work and determination, and for getting active in our school and community.
5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the game. 49-37 in favor of Watertown. Brandon led 15-11. It was 23 all at halftime. The Arrows led 44-32 at the end of 3, and the Arrows lead 49-37 right now. After the timeout, Pierre Lear will inbound the ball. Pierre on the right sideline tosses it to Evan Faulkner at the midcourt stripe. Evan, left-hand dribble to the left side of the key, gets to the glass, lays it in. Good job by Evan to use his body to keep the defender away. Jackson Hilton with the basketball for Brandon. Hilton across the timeline. He'll work top of the key one-on-one against Flory. Stops, goes on the drive, holds the ball. Free throw line, Altoff for a jumper. That rim's no good. Rebound tapped and controlled by Evan Faulkner. Evan in the backcourt, chased by Evan Talcott. Faulkner gets it across the timeline to Flory out front. Back to Evan, midcourt circle, front court to DeYoung, right wing. DeYoung holds the ball. DeYoung on the dribble, picks it up, right wing to Pierre Lear. Pierre skip pass left wing to Flory. Flory holds the ball, down low to Pierre. One dribble and spin it. Goes top of the key to Evan. Shot clock at 10. Evan on the dribble. Evan works against Hilton. Evan behind the back, got knocked to the floor. Altoff picks up the loose ball. Don't foul, Solomon. Silly foul. Exactly what you didn't want to do. There was no reason to pick up your fourth foul in that situation. You got to know what you're doing. Solomon picks up his fourth foul on the play, so it's turnover number 11 on the Arrows. Solomon is the big part of that, picks up the fourth foul. Altoff didn't make the shot, but drew that foul and gets 2 free throws. So now the Arrows have to play without Solomon for 4:22. Those are situations you just got to understand. It's not worth picking up a foul to deny 2 points like that when you've got 3 fouls. Free throw by Altoff is good, and it is 51-38. Pierre Lear dribbles against pressure. Pierre on the dribble out front. Altoff goes for the steal. Pierre controls it. Left baseline to Parker Schmidt. The Arrows in a bit of a scramble. Adam DeYoung, nice dish to Blake. Blake muscles it up. Had it blocked, though. Got it out front to Evan. Arrows really scrambling right now. Got to run their offense. Evan Faulkner going to be fouled by Labrie, and that brings Brent Decker to the half court. But he's not mad at the official. He's upset with his player. So the Arrows get a fresh 35 as they get bailed out there at the shot clock as the Arrows scrambling. Ball into the backcourt to Adam DeYoung. Got to run your offense now. Brandon's going after the ball hard. You got to know that's coming. Evan Faulkner on the dribble out front. Got to do more than dribble, though. Dribbles against Colbeck, and the Arrows take a timeout. The Arrows can't get into their offense, and now Evan and Blake having a discussion about what should have been taking place. Coach took the timeout to try to get his team organized. 3:45 to go in the game. Arrows 51, Brandon 38. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Evan on the drive to the baseline. Evan goes right wing to Blake Holden. Top of the key, around the horn, left baseline drive. Parker to the basket, lays it in. Parker Schmidt gets the lay-in. Brandon, Arrows lead by 15, 53-38. Hilton across the timeline with the basketball. Hilton, top of the key, goes one-on-one against Evan. He'll jump it up and no good. Rebound tapped out. Flory controls it. Flory leaves it back into the hands of Evan Faulkner. Evan jumps it out front. Arrow basketball, right corner, Pierre Lear takes it back outside, picks up his dribble. He threw it away, though. Loose ball scrambled for, picked up by Blake Holden. He hooks it outside to Evan Faulkner. Evans got the ball on the left wing to Parker Schmidt. Right wing, Flory for three, off the rim. Rebound comes down to Althoff. Kolbeck races it ahead to Tejan, who missed an easy lay-in. Arrows come up with a loose ball. Pierre Lear across the timeline is going to be fouled by Kolbeck on the play. For Kolbeck, his first, team 6. So the Arrows will inbound the ball on the left sideline. 2:31 to go in the game. Arrows leading 53-38. Into the game comes Solomon Bach. Into the game comes Terhark. Again, the Arrows got to set good picks, move, get open, get the ball, and be careful with it. Carter Althoff knocks down Solomon Bach going for the steal, but then good sportsmanship by Carter Althoff helps Solomon up, and Solomon will go to the line for a 1-and-1. That's the 4th foul on Carter Althoff. 2:29 to go in the game. Arrows lead 53-38. Free throw on the way by Solomon, no good. Rebound taken down by Brandon. Kolbeck gets him down court quick. Left wing to Talcott. Dumps it down low to Terhark. Right wing to Hilton for three, off the rim. Rebound to Blake. Good box out and rebound by Blake. Flory against, Evan Talcott against pressure here by Brandon, gets it across the timeline. Left baseline to Solomon. Arrows can take the air out of the ball. Solomon left corner for three. That's a nailer right there. Solomon Bach hits the three, and that's the nail in the coffin right there. 56-38 as the Arrow fans stand and cheer. Watertown leading 56-38 with a minute 59 to go, and Brandon's going to empty the bench. Great effort here on the second night of back-to-back for the Watertown Arrows. And the Arrows are going to run their streak to 5 games in a row. The Arrows will be a game over 500 at 9-8. And a win against Pierre at home next week could possibly put them in the top 8 and give them a chance to host a Sodak 16 game. We'll have to see how everything plays out. Caden Johnson throws the ball in bounce to Ethan Rasmussen. Rasmussen across the timeline. Great effort by the Arrows tonight. Left side of the top of the key to Siegfried. Siegfried holds the ball, gives out right side to, on the drive, Caden Johnson. His jumper doesn't go. Blake clears another rebound. Blake gives it back to Evan Faulkner. Now the Arrows are going to empty their bench as well. Parker Schmidt out front with the basketball to Adam DeYoung. Whistle, stoppage of play as the Arrows are going to bring in 5 new players. And the crowd stands and applauds here this evening as the Arrows win their 5th straight game, or will in a minute and a half. Smith inbounds the ball to Mason Morris. Morris dribbles the basketball. Gives to Brandon Smith out front to Lucas Beerscheid. Hands off to Smith. Brandon step back. His 19-footer is short. Rebound. Sully Mack had it but couldn't hang on to it. It'll be basketball to Brandon Valley. Siegfried leaves it back into the hands of Rasmussen. Rasmussen on the dribble. He'll hand it off. On the slash, gives to Siegfried down low. Little turnaround jump hook, rims in and out. No good by Eli Payton. Lucas Beerscheid with the rebound. Gives it out to Wyatt Burner. Top of the key to Sully Mack. Mason on the left wing. Mason left baseline to Wyatt Burner. Burner dumps it down low to Lucas. Lucas turns, hooks it back out to Wyatt. Top of the key to Mason. Smith on the right wing to Wyatt in the right corner. Dumps it down low to Sully Mack. Left baseline, Mason Morris for a three is short. Rebound to Brandon Smith. Got to shoot it, though, as the ball didn't hit the rim. Top of the key, Lucas Beerscheid on the drive, puts one up and banked it off, no good. Siegfried with the rebound. He gives it off to Ethan Rasmussen. 13 seconds to go, and the Arrows are going to win their 5th in a row. Siegfried, 3 on the right wing, no good. Siljason puts it up and in, and that's how it will end. Watertown 56, Brandon Valley 40. You're listening to the Arrows on KWAT. Let's take a 3-minute timeout